What's up, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of this episode with my sister Amanda. Thank you guys so much for watching, and welcome back to the #1 trending podcast in the world. Check the stats. It's a fact, or don't.
Or don't, but you're back to part 2. So
Part 2.
Okay. How do you handle sex? Like, 2 years is a long time.
Yeah,
to
you know what?
stay
Okay,
celibate.
let me stop you there. Because for you guys that might be freaking out right now,
she said
this.
sex.
Yeah, I know, but this is good.
Yeah.
I've always had this question too. Look, I've always struggled. You know, my struggle has always been that. And so for me and Karla, I knew, okay, we're not going to be able to hold off for 2-3 years without something. Okay, me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Carla
yes.
says,
Yeah.
you.
Right.
not me.
Okay.
It goes back to the guy. It goes back to the guy.
All right.
It does. I mean,
But
men
no, it's true. It's
are
true.
more
No, it
sexually
is true.
driven.
We are sexually driven. Women are security driven. We all know that.
Yeah.
And so, as far as me, I knew that I couldn't wait 2-3 years without us, doing something, that we shouldn't be doing as a Christian, because there's obviously people that might not be Christian that are watching this, and they're like, well, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, okay, that might be you, right? Yeah. But in me and what I believe. So yeah, going back to her question.
You don't have to answer it.
No, it's not a problem. Okay. For me, personally, I'm in church and I'm involved with the youth and I do worship. And one of the things for me is always my heart has to be right for it to be in worship, to be able to worship fully, to be able to know that the presence of God is going to be there. With the youth, I can't be like, hey, you can't be shacking up with this person, you can't be sleeping with that person when I'm having sex all the time. Yeah.
Right.
For me,
but we do see that. We do see that. It does happen.
Impactful.
That's the thing. And I think that there's a lot of people that are like, well, Christians are hypocritical, blah, blah, because that does happen.
Because, realistically speaking, that's hard.
Yeah, for sure.
It's easier said than done. So I'm not looking for like a cookie cutter response. Like, for real, how do you handle the moment? And I'll answer this for myself here in a second, okay? Yeah. But how do you handle the moment where you're like, you're really tempted. I mean, you're 24, you're a grown man. Yeah. You've been dating someone for 2 years. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Like, do you invite the Holy Spirit at that moment? You're like, or I can tell you what I did. Now I don't have that as a problem. At this point in my life, I'm like, whatever. But I'm tired. I just want to sleep.
Going to bed at 8 o'clock.
I don't have that as a problem. But when I was your age and I had my own apartment, Tim knows this.
Yep.
I lived with, I had roommates that were girls. We had a rule that nothing good happens after midnight. So whenever we were dating someone, they had to leave our apartment before midnight. And we all kept each other very accountable.
Yeah.
You're 24. I don't know if you live on your own or not. But, what are some rules that you and your girlfriend? Because look, at the end of the day, and I don't mean to knock your answer about being a youth pastor and all of that stuff. That's all great, but we are human. So how do you fight those urges? Because we're not the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
How do you fight those urges? What rules do you and your girlfriend have?
Honestly, really, really, it does come down to that for me. Is that I think about the way I'm going to feel after, and it's just not worth it for me. And 2 years.
So
is
do
a
y'all
long time.
stay at first base?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 years is a long time, but before that, I was 17, 18 years old, and the relationship before this one was 5 years. Yeah. So
maybe I'm built
plus,
different.
plus my parents lived out of town. Like they were.
Okay,
they were
but
doing
personal question. Do you struggle with?
And maybe that isn't.
Well, because some guys don't. Not all guys struggle
You're
with
right,
sexual
you're right.
sin.
Yeah.
I
You're
do. I will say that for me, that was always a struggle.
Yeah.
Well, and especially Carla's
No,
hot,
I'm
you know what
a-
I mean?
Oh
So,
yeah, no, and Karla, she's carrying around a dump truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
no, I'm a human being.
Yeah. So for the I'm not even.
Yeah, no, I'm a human being. Being honest.
But
of
would
course.
you say you struggle, or
Yeah,
is it just
yeah,
like,
it's-
You
Nah,
have to say at this
I'm-
point, every guy struggles. No,
Look, honestly, I'd be like,
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
your face was priceless? He's like, no.
I mean,
on my
no.
dating side, right? Okay, so I was single, but I was still trying to look around for girls to talk to for someone to start my next relationship with, and some of them, that's all they wanted. And for me, I was like, I can't do it. Like,
So
that's just
are you
not
more
me.
stronger? You must be more stronger willed than I am. That's
yeah,
for sure.
it's more about, honestly, again, for me, it came down to if my relationship with God is not right, then I can't be effective in what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just like you with the ear thing, you're having an ear problem with your ear, right? It's different, but
Totally
you
different.
knew that
Nope.
you couldn't be effective in your job if you wouldn't have taken.
If I wouldn't have taken initiative of not doing jujitsu.
Exactly. For me,
Right.
if I
get
don't
what you're
take care of myself and I'm not right with God, I understand and know that basically I just can't be effective. So it really does hold me back.
Right,
it's
which that's good. I mean, it's
is
good to
good.
get like a guy's perspective. Girls, it's just different. It's so much easier for
y'all
us.
have it so
It's, like,
much
so much easier
Like
for
y'all
us.
complain. Look, and I'm being for real. Y'all complain about having to have birth pains and
Okay,
and,
Tim,
and
stop.
Hold on.
Stop.
I'm trying to make a point. Let me make a point. Hold on. Just listen. You guys complain about certain things, and then what y'all do is throw it back on guys and say, "Well, you guys, y'all have nothing to worry about. Like y'all are guys, and y'all blah blah."
You don't.
You
No,
just
yeah, we
stick
do.
it in and y'all
Yeah,
deal with the.
no, we do absolutely. Because look, correct me if I'm wrong, that females tend to be better Christians than males.
Agree.
Okay, so we're talking.
But because we're emotionally connected,
but
we have emotions.
But wait, watch this.
But wait,
okay.
there's more.
But wait, there's more. Especially if you call now. All right, this is the reality. Okay, we're talking about, and once again, if you don't believe, then cool, you fast forward. But we're talking about eternal life here.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not talking about life here on earth, which is very short compared to eternal life, which is infinite, right?
Right.
So you guys have an infinite advantage of not, and once again, there are girls that are sexually driven for sure, but most of those girls, studies show that they had daddy issues.
Right.
Or they were obviously, I don't want to say the word because we will get canceled, but they got SA'd, right? When they were younger or whatever the case is. So those, okay, yes, and those girls are a little bit more sexually driven, but girls don't have the same type of struggle that we do, and that's why men tend to get in more trouble.
Right.
And then on top of that, okay, yeah, you might have a period, you might have birth pains, guys do have some sucky stuff, but you guys legitimately get to choose who you want to be with. Guys don't.
Agreed.
Because I can't say I'm going to marry a girl that looks like Megan Fox. Maybe I have a chance of that, but that's a very, very slim chance that I get a girl that looks like that. And girls, it's a lot different. You guys have way more options because guys will throw themselves at you, constantly, especially with the Instagram model era that we live in, where it's like, you just see girls. And the flip side of it is, guys, we don't have all these options. So there are pros and cons. Now, once again, I'm not saying that I'll take birth pains over that. I'm not saying that either. Okay, I'm trying to play both sides here. But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of girls that complain about that. But I'm like, but you have so many advantages, like not having sexual sin be such a burden, like it is for guys.
Right.
And then so there's these trade-offs. So I'm like, it's very equal. That's the thing. I feel like it is very, very equal. It's just sometimes it's in the eye of the beholder. It
is. It depends on which side of the fence you're on. Because
Absolutely.
the grass is always going to be greener on the other side.
Always.
So it definitely depends on which side of the fence you're on. But I guess when it comes down to like sex, and I think that it's not enough to pray it away. You have to have a game plan when you're in a relationship.
Yeah. I think that is true.
I think that the game plan, like for me, especially like when before I got married, when I was dating and I was engaged, it was, you have to leave. He had his own apartment. I never went over. Okay, because he was older, so he had his own apartment. I never went over.
Yeah.
If you want to hang out and you want to have movie nights or whatever, we could do it at my parents' house. And we would do that at my parents' house because I also knew that at that point I was dealing with someone that had sex before.
Yeah.
Whether it's one time with one person, it didn't matter. As a man, once you've experienced that, it's over.
It's a lot harder.
And so you're 100% right that women have the control.
Mm-hmm.
It would have happened if I wouldn't have been strong.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you, if your girlfriend was weak or spiritually weak or weak-minded, or it was an issue for her, y'all would have had sex by now. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a knock at
For
you,
sure.
but I do definitely believe as a woman,
Absolutely.
we hold the power when it comes down to that. And that's why I was able to stay a virgin up until, getting married. But because I held the golden ticket,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, that's our problem as women is we don't realize that we give our power away so easily,
That's very
and
true.
we give it away and we give it away so we can feel loved, so we can feel appreciated, so we can lock you down, so we think that. And in today's society, because you did mention like it's an Instagram world,
It is.
we get hit up all the time.
Yeah.
I get hit up all the time. You should see my DMs, but it's like filled with clown after clown after clown after clown and another clown.
Reveal
and another
them.
clown.
Expose
You know
them
what I
right
mean?
now.
Expose 'em
Come
right
on,
now.
expose them right
Screenshots,
now.
screenshots.
So, but if I didn't value myself,
Yeah.
I would be
It'd be
giving
a different
myself
story.
away all the
Yeah, of
time.
course.
Yeah.
But those men, that's all they want is one night with me, you know, or some clout. Like, oh, I'm walking in with this, you know, hot little Latina or whatever it may be.
true.
And so if as women, we don't have standards and we don't uphold those standards,
Yeah.
men will take advantage of us all day long. And it's our fault. We blame men. We're like, men are dogs. Men are this. They play games. Well, you let them.
Yeah.
You go to the circus.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
they say you play stupid games, you win stupid,
Stupid
prizes.
prizes.
Yeah, that's just the reality.
You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the clown could be the clown, but you're the one attending the circus.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
So I think that a lot of women don't realize the power
Yeah.
that we have.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
And it's up to us to set those boundaries and to set those rules as Christian women, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now I really could do whatever I want. You know, I'm 36. And
And the
Yeah,
granny
we-
panties appear, you know.
And the
but
granny
you want to know
panties
another reason?
appear.
Hey, look, you know, I'll keep things
Don't
honest
raise
all
your
day
hand
long.
at me because I'm like,
I'll keep things
flip.
honest all day long. I also do that because I know that by wearing granny panties, Amanda ain't gonna go and sleep with somebody because I'm gonna be too embarrassed to show my granny panties.
Yeah, that would
Think
be
about
cute,
it.
Honestly.
Think about it.
No. I agree
You know,
with
I would rather like have my weird Fruit of the Loom Walmart large that are way too big for me. I'm still wearing
Off-white.
like from when
Off-white.
yeah.
It's got the
You
skunk
know,
stripe on the
whatever.
back.
But by me doing that, see, I'm setting myself up. You see, I'm setting myself up. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go and hook up with someone knowing what my undergarments look like. But if you're a single
Right.
woman and you got all the sexy stuff on
Right,
underneath,
right,
you're
right,
playing
right.
with fire because you're already mentally
Preparing yourself.
Exactly.
You're preparing
You're
yourself.
already allowing it to happen. That's why
Yeah.
more power to all of us granny panty wearing single women.
There you go.
I
There you go, yeah.
condone it. I'm all about it.
Everybody in granny panties just stood up right
Everybody
now.
did. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, speaking about granny panties.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Segue. Let me hear.
This is a good segue right here.
Merch.
So yeah. Make sure to go buy our merch. No, speaking about merch, that even set me up for a better
there you
segue.
go,
There you go.
there
you go.
So let's talk a little bit about empowerment and your merch that you have right now. You can see I'm wearing one. Dino's wearing his right there.
Sir.
You're wearing yours.
Yeah.
So I'll say this that way.
Wait. We all three have your merch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I
dude.
didn't-
Hold on, George. David. What do you see wrong? Carla, can you please go this way?
Yeah, just
make
pan it.
Panic.
Just
go,
pan
go,
it.
go.
Just keep panning
Yeah,
that.
next,
Just keep panning
next.
that. Just keep panning
What's
that.
missing?
She
in
brought
this?
me one.
No.
but it was a
What's
medium.
missing?
I thought he was a medium.
It was a
George don't have a
Wow.
shirt. George don't got the merch again.
I must
Yeah.
not be about it.
He must
Honestly,
not be about
Not
it.
yet.
well, I didn't even know he was
Yeah.
here. He actually scared me. I walked in, I turned around, ah!
Yeah.
Creeper.
He was
Who's
being a
that
peeping
fat
Tom.
guy?
Who's that?
Why does
Hey,
he keep getting fatter?
Hey, you said it.
Because he's a fat boy.
Just trying to make it.
All right, back to your merch.
All right.
He's a fat boy.
All right, back to your merch.
He's a
God.
He's a bad.
bad boy. Just trying to make it.
What the
He's
heck?
a bad boy.
Wow, hey, I appreciate
Just trying-
you.
Y'all
What you
are
done?
y'all are
That
wrong.
remix will be out.
Yeah.
In
dropping
February.
soon.
I
Yeah.
think Tim Bros, he's producing it.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
right.
mixing it and everything.
But yeah, speaking about the merch, well, let me do it for you so that way she can remain humble, right?
Uh-oh.
She can remain humble. But I did notice on social media that you had, so you obviously have your merch. We talked, I don't know, did we talk about it a little bit on the
A little
last pod?
bit.
Okay, a little bit. So since then you've been selling merch. You've been doing great. We talked about entrepreneurship last, what was that, 4 episodes, 2, 3, 4 episodes back? Something right there, whatever.
Go back and check. Go back and look for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about it, and obviously you've always had that mentality. You've always had that dog in you, like to start up companies and to do different stuff and whatnot. So you started your merch. You've been selling it. You now have all these different designs. Here in a second, we'll get your website and all that good stuff. But I noticed on social media that there were some people wearing your merch. Yeah. So there was a concert in December, and it was in Puerto Rico, and it was Funky, Redimidos, and Alex Zurdo who were performing. Indio Mar was there. Cristian Ponce was there.
A whole lineup.
It was a huge lineup.
Huge.
And we noticed that the bass player, Alex Moran, who a lot of people know as Alex Zurdo's bass player. He used to be, what band was it that he was in beforehand? El Trío de Hoy.
Yeah.
He was in El Trío de Hoy. And this guy's got to be one of the baddest bass players in our industry, was wearing your merch. Talk a little bit about that, how that feels, and then just kind of, just walk us through like what you got going on and all that good stuff.
Yeah. It's been like fun and crazy. I sent him some stuff and some nice stuff too. I did. I did. And so he passed it out to the guys, to Alex Zurdo and to Funky. And I'm like really new in the Hispanic Christian scene in the sense of like trying to figure out who's who and what and everything else.
She didn't even know I produced music.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and that's actually a true story.
That is a true story, actually. Because I get asked a lot, like, why don't you sing? Why don't you come out with an album? So one time we were all together. Yeah. It was a big group of us, and they were like, why don't you come out with an album, Amanda? Why don't you this and that? And I was like, yeah, but I don't even know where to get started. Who would like produce it?
Wow.
How do I? And Tim was sitting
This
just
is a
like
very
that.
true story. We
Just
were
like
sitting
that.
this far apart, too.
And he was like, yeah, I guess I'm just chopped liver. I was like, oh, that's right.
Aren't you like a DJ or something?
Yeah. Don't you do birthday parties?
It's just different when it's your own brother. You just don't see him like that. Like Tim Bro, for me, whenever your name pops up, like I've had him in my phone like that for decades.
I mean, that's where I got the name from.
I have him as Tim Bro. I have my other as Josh Bro. I have all of them as, Bro. So I forgot. My bad. But I am learning everybody now in the Christian music industry, Hispanic Christian music industry. And they really loved the merch. Yeah. I only got started like 3 months ago, and it was just a vision that I had. And I remember you're the first person that I actually told.
Yeah, I remember that.
I got off the stage after, I think, a practice or a set or something. And I told Tim, I was like, hey, I have this idea. And it's just going to be really simple. And it's a phrase that I've been living by. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a hit. Yep. And I told him about it. And he was just kind of like, okay, do it.
I was like, do it. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm going to do it. And then the next day I showed up.
And they showed up with merch, and I was like, oh, wow, she actually did it.
She did it.
Yeah. And I'm just a really big believer on find something that you love, because it's not necessarily because you love it. I think it's because God puts that in us.
You would have watched our episode.
You would have.
That was point number one.
Find something.
Find something that you
know
know
that you're
about.
passionate about. I did see that one. I did see a little bit of that one.
Yeah, and you got to know. You got to know about it. You got to love it.
Because I'm all about being an entrepreneur. It's in my blood. It like drives me. I love it.
Absolutely.
I feel like if you're not passionate about it, it's just not going to happen. Well, passionate and disciplined. If you're not disciplined, forget it. You can love it all day long, but you're the one sleeping
that
when
you
need to be working.
Got to be disciplined.
So for me, I do my homework, and I start figuring out, okay, what's my target market audience? Who am I trying to reach out to? And all of that just kind of happened. It's just like you meet one person, and that one person has a connection, and it just happens, And so at this point, I'm getting a lot of Christian music artists that like my apparel, and they're wearing it. And they're wearing it because they like it, not necessarily even because I'm asking for them to wear it. They just like it. And I'm big on, I don't want to make anything that I wouldn't wear.
Right.
I wear my apparel every day, not because I'm trying to promote it, but
You really
because I like it. I do.
You really do. She
Yeah.
wears it like all the time.
Like every day.
And it's crazy because like she started selling it like at our church, and like literally everybody at our church wears the merch.
Yeah.
Like, literally everybody wears the merch, and they have different colors and they have different like it's crazy.
They are
It is
like
crazy.
such faithful.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen the
like-
evolution of like you had your first design and everybody had that design, and then it was just like all these different ones, and
You
now
start selling Tim's Bro merch at your shirt. Tim's Bro
I like that
316, something like that. Something, you know. So,
And what started off as an idea has now honestly turned into a full-fledged business.
it really has. Yeah.
I mean, it's a profitable business. My overhead is really low,
Nice.
and I'm really passionate about it. I love what I do, and I'm seeing it evolve. I built a website myself, which I am not a technically savvy person at all.
Right.
But I'm really big on being empowered and knowing what I'm doing and not asking for help. Maybe that's you may not believe in astrology. I am a Capricorn. Maybe that's the Capricorn in me. I'm very type A. You can look it up, whatever. And so I love what I do. And so I come up with designs out of like the fly. Like I'll wake up from a nap and I'm like,
from the dome.
I'm going to go and I'm going to make this. And I will drive out to Dallas to the warehouse. I'll buy the stuff. I'll make it. And it just happens. Like I just put out a track jacket.
Yep.
Can't keep it. Sold out of the all black track jacket
So,
in a day.
So yeah, here's a little bit of So here's the post here.
Yeah.
You have
So that's the Alex
you have
Zurdo's
Alex
page.
Zurdo. Yeah, so here's Alex Moran wearing the merch, and then you have
And there's my mama commenting.
Mom's commenting. Yep. You literally just posted this. Here's what's his name, Redimidos and Alex Zurdo. And then here's kind of the different models, people from church, you know. So so you have that website.
Yes, there she is. I made it all by myself.
So you made this all by yourself.
I did. I'm so proud of myself.
And so and so you have. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah, you have that, and then you have your.
Now go to the top.
Where's your
little,
apparel?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
There we go.
See.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
So there we
all
go.
of
So we
my,
have Ama tu vida, which means love your life.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like big on that right now.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't love themselves.
Yeah, this is true.
And the Bible says that we
They
should
may
love
not
our
say
neighbor
it, but it's
as
by-
we love ourselves.
Yeah.
But why can't we love our neighbor? Because we don't love ourselves.
Right.
Gotcha.
But I
Yeah.
think we don't say it, but through our actions, a lot of times we say it. But this is the one that he was wearing.
Yeah.
The
I gave him the black one, the white one,
the white one.
and
so we have that.
I got tan. A lot of people
And,
like the tan.
Oh, there's Bella right there.
Okay, Bella, I see you.
There
Who's that?
she is. There she is.
On my website.
So you definitely
You better be getting paid, Bella.
I know, right?
Tell her.
Some
She does.
royalties.
She.
So
she
we have a
lives
lot of
rent-free.
different. Here's Ruby. Shout out to Ruby.
Yeah,
she had
Ruby's
it in
my
her music
girl.
Video. She had it in her music video. So they range from what, like 20, 25?
25, depending on the
Pesos?
shirt. And then the hoodies are 40.
Stupid.
The hoodies are like 40.
45.
Yeah, so.
Cool. Yeah.
And they go with everything. I love
Do
it.
you sell 3X?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I sell 3. Is he
He's
asking for you?
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
because
a
they-
friend. What a friend.
Well, the first time I didn't have the merch because I was like, bro, they never have my size in
oh,
merch.
no, I got you.
But they did.
I got you.
I like that
Um,
one. You
So
do that
yeah,
one?
like today I ended up.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
this
I got that one.
That's
That's my
the-
main
I
one.
love
Yeah,
that
I
one.
love this one.
Yeah.
I wear this all the time.
Because he answered the door and he was wearing that.
And once again,
No,
like
it's
I
already
said,
like
I don't
that.
ever want to put
Already
something
wearing
out that I wouldn't wear.
I like
You
that.
know, and
Yeah.
I'd
I like
like
this
to think
coffee
that I
color, too.
have like.
Yeah, the tan is hot.
And these
right
are
now.
matching joggers.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
So you got
okay.
Más Fe, Menos
Yes.
Temor.
And I flipped it. So you,
Oh,
when I'm looking at it, it says
yeah.
menos temor. I can see it, and I'm pushing
That's
out my
good.
right? Right?
That's good.
Wow.
Wow. That definitely
Take notes
deserves-
out there.
Yeah.
Come on.
So,
Come on.
That was good. That
so
was
yeah, I
good.
talked to my girl Yvonne today.
Oh yeah, Yvonne Munoz for
yeah.
the obviously
Digno singer.
Yeah, Digno. Yeah.
So that's my girl. I'm gonna send her some stuff, and
Yeah.
I got some stuff for Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny was rocking your
And,
merch, which is
come
dope.
on.
So
So yeah, like
We're
it's
slowly
been
getting
really
there.
good. Like I said, I love what I do. It doesn't even feel like work, and I make everything on my own. Everything is custom.
Yep.
Everything from start to finish, I do hand by hand personally.
Awesome.
So it's been really, really cool.
Yeah.
And
so you've been really sticking with it, and you're you're a testament of what we were talking about, where it's like you have consistency. Yeah. You're connecting people to your brand. Yep. You're connecting outside people. I think your next step is like having a business relationship, and connecting you even more, and then obviously like man,
because I went out to Gateway.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And so I'm trying to get into their like bookstore.
Yeah. Like you're slowly starting, like that's been your next step. Like you got customers now. You have people that are coming back, and they don't just buy once; they're buying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the holidays obviously passed, and so they had orders for that. But now it's like,
now I'm about to ramp up with promo videos.
Yeah.
I'm about to do more photo shoots. I'm about to. So like I eat,
amazing.
sleep, and dream. I mean, I'm eating, and I'm thinking, okay, what can I do? What do I need to get done? I have a vision board at home.
What's your 9 to 5 for the people that don't know right now?
What do you mean?
What do you do?
Oh, I do real estate.
So you do real estate.
So I'm doing both, and both I have to be self-motivated.
And how many hours a day do you think you work between your regular job and
all day? All day. I work all day
while raising 2 kids.
Yeah. That's the part that people don't see.
Yeah.
So like on Saturday, while everybody's like out doing something fun or whatever, I worked until 11:30 at night making shirts.
Yeah.
And making jackets.
Yeah.
And then I'm up that very next morning at 6 a.m. because the next morning is Sunday. Sunday's my big day. I take a bunch of stuff to the church. I'm always getting orders, so I'm prepping everything. I'm packing everything. I'm printing off labels. I mean, I'm doing it all on my own.
Yeah.
But I do it so that way I can still pick up my kids from school, so I can still be the one to drop them off, so I can go and have lunch with them.
But you love what you do, though.
Oh, I love what I do.
Well, I think you found the passion for it when you had the baseball organization, the Raiders, and I remember because I beforehand, like I'm talking when I was a lot younger, I was doing music, and then I was doing baseball, and then I was working for the T-shirt company for Big Frog. Yeah. So I was doing it and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool, whatever." And then I remember you kind of asked me like, "Okay, what is vinyl? What is this?" And then you just like ran off with it, and you started doing it, and then like
I had like a whole spirit store.
Yeah, and then you had a whole spirit store selling merch like left and right. So I guess that passion has always been inside of you. It's just now you're like really capitalizing on it and making your own brand. Yeah. Well, I mean that was your own brand, but you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
But I like that you customize your own to the T. Tim has a lot of workers in the warehouse, and he's always on them to make our merch. That's the way he is. That's the way Tim's always getting on everybody.
I like literally, I do it all. I do it all, and it's some of it has failed. You know, some of it hasn't worked out the way that I thought it was going to work out. But I'll tell you this much: like, I love failing. I really do.
You have to fall in love with it.
Well, I think the only way.
Yeah.
The only way to get better and to grow is by failing. Yep. You don't fail, then you don't know what you're doing wrong. You don't know how to make it better. You don't know your market as well.
Right.
Yep.
I only ended up really learning my target market audience because there are things that just didn't pan out as well as I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
What's something right here that we could show that you thought was either going to do great and didn't?
Well, you're not going to see it on there.
Or the vice versa.
So,
the vice versa of it.
What I didn't think was going to be as awesome
and it hit.
Was the tie-dye hoodies.
Yeah. Really?
Those are like...
No.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't think that was going to...
I didn't think it was going to be
And
that.
it went off.
And I did it because I was like... It was in the warehouse. And I was like... what I got to lose?
Really?
You know? And then I was like, oh, my God. So everybody...
Out of all of it, or I keep clicking the wrong
So the hoodies, the tie-dye...
Okay.
The reason that they got popular was my daughter's age group. That's why I put that picture.
Okay.
Because they just love them. Yeah. They love them. And so I'll have whole families that are between like the ages of like 5 and 15. And that's what they want. That's what they want. Something that I thought was going to work out better and failed. Well, I'm not going to say failed. Okay.
Yeah, it just wasn't as
as hot.
It wasn't as popular.
Were the hats. That's why you don't see them on there.
Really?
I didn't put the hats on
They
there.
didn't do very well?
I sold all of the ones that I had because I'm a hustler.
But people
But I had to discount them. I had to be like,
okay.
All right, $20. Give me 20. Come on.
But what do you think it is? Why?
I think a lot of girls at that time when I released them don't wear hats. Men are stuck on a hat. Like you, I'm not going to be able to get you out of that and that Bass Pro hat.
No. Yeah, this one and my Bass Pro hat are,
So I'm learning this.
I was like, yeah,
I now have learned
too.
it. Men love hats, but they
Hubble.
are also like married to a certain.
No,
hat.
it is true. I mean, I pay like
it's hard to get them out of something
honestly,
that they love.
Yeah, I mean, I paid $90 for this hat, and I wear it every day.
My LA hat, I only paid $45.
She's like,
what?
Yeah, this is but this is the exact hat that I wanted. It's from Hubble Studio, and
but once again, you're married to it.
But I'm married to it. I wear it, but she knows I wear it every single day.
She's like, and you couldn't get me McDonald's the other day. Oh my God!
No. I buy her whatever she wants.
And what I learned about girls is girls are very picky with their hat because not every trucker hat fits a female.
Right.
Me,
aren't
I
they
could pull
picky
it
about
off.
everything?
I could pull it off all day long. But
But
some girls are like, no, I like the fitted. No, I like snapbacks. No, I like this. I like that. So it's too many different like.
Right.
So so that's where I was like, I just learned that about the hats. Hats, they were a great concept. Yeah. They look good, but it's hard to get a man to switch a hat, and it's hard to get a female to buy into something the right hat. You know, and I don't want to give too many options out there when it comes down to hats because I'm not a hat person at the end of the day. But what's doing really well are the tan hoodies. And everything. So yeah, that's one that I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just throw it out there, you know, because I saw J-Lo was wearing tan.
Hey, that's not a bad reason.
Come on.
And J-Lo is life. So
J-Lo is life.
$40 and you hand make them. That's a great price.
That really is a great price. Yeah. No, he is right. He is right.
Most people go hand anything is $50-$60 if I anything.
Yeah, and it's like totally all custom. Everything is all custom. And what I like is my oldest client is 84.
Number one fan right there.
84.
84, and she buys every single thing that I come out with. She buys.
Is that her right there?
That's her.
Shout her out. Shout her out.
Yeah.
What's her Instagram?
So whether you're 8, like the little girl next to her, or 84.
What's your Instagram? Oh, my God.
Thank you. I thought that was going to go.
Oh, my God. That went over. Yeah, that's interesting. But, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
whether
really
you're
cool.
8 or 84.
Shout out, shout out your social media handles. So we're about to wrap this episode up, but go ahead and give us your
so my Instagram is at masfe.menostemor. Okay. And then my website is just www.masfe-temor.com.
Okay. Awesome.
So, nice.
Cool. So make sure you guys are following. Go get some merch.
Order something. Don't just follow.
For sure.
And we'll put the link on the description.
Yeah, we'll put it on the bottom. We'll put it on the bottom. But yeah, no.
All the cool kids are doing it.
That's all you got to say right there.
All the cool kids are doing it.
But yeah, no, make sure you guys are following, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Amanda, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, anytime.
For sure.
Of course.
We definitely enjoyed having you.
Thank you for bumping up the views.
Bumping up the views, yeah. We just went from like 80, 90 views to 400, 500. So I'll take that. I'll take that for what it's worth. But yeah, you gave us your social media handles, right? Yep. So just make sure
for my apparel.
Right, for your exactly.
Because now I don't accept anybody that I do not know because of creeps.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you guys go and follow Más Fe Menos Temor. Make sure to go to their website. You can buy their merch. It is all available, different styles, different colors, and all that good stuff. So you obviously see we're repping the merch, and so you guys go and get it while it is there. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in, and subscribing. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell. That way, every time we drop a video, you will be notified. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Tim's Bros Podcast. You can follow me at Tim Bro Music. You can follow Dino at
_Dino Music.
And you can find George at
More Than Just George.
So you can find all of us on our social media accounts. We're always active. Make sure, once again, you go onto our website, timbromusic.com. You can scroll down at the bottom. You will see a tab for our merch. It's not as quite as hot as Amanda's merch, but it's there. No, but we are actually going to be coming out with hoodies, especially right now with the cold weather and all that good stuff. So
a big thing right now is to let your girlfriend borrow your hoodie. So let your girlfriend borrow your
the
Tim's
hoodie.
Bro
That's
hoodie.
right, man. Yeah. So make sure you guys go and grab the merch. You can find it on our website. And once again, make sure you guys are tuning in every week, Thursday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Gotta say that. Central Standard Time. So make sure you guys keep watching. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.